Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the BabloNKeloShow. I'm your host, Bablo.
And I'm your co-host, Kelo. Oh.
That's right. Two dudes.
One mic.
We're going to talk about the NBA signing.
Yes, sir. A lot of things going on right now. A lot of shaking and baking.
Yes,
baking and shaking.
Shake them. Let's go into the
NBA.
What does NBA stand for?
National Basketball Hoes.
I thought it was National Booty Association.
National Booty Association.
Let's talk about the NBA, National Basketball Association, the free agency market, right?
So there's so much shit going on. Let's break it down.
Slow it down.
Major signings, trade, impact on team salary, cap drama, controversies. We got it all, y'all.
Let's talk about it. So y'all already know we talked about the Kevin Durant.
Well, wait now. First up, we're talking about KD to Houston Rockets.
We did. We talked about it in the
that trade. Wait now.
We didn't talk about it.
That trade was finished. Shook the league, you feel me?
It didn't?
Houston didn't stop. They re-signed Clint Capella.
Mm-hmm.
And they brought Dorian Finney-Smith on a 4-year, $3M deal. Where my M's at?
Man, that garbage.
Where my M's at? They also, hold on. They also brought Van Vliet back for 2 more years. Now listen, the Houston Rockets, they look ready. They smell ready.
Do they?
And guess what? They are ready to compete for a championship. If everybody stays healthy, I got money on them making the finals.
What money? Have you paid your rent this month, bro? You talk about you got money, bro. Everybody's talking about they ready, man. Hey, but let's also talk about, we got Michael Porter Jr. Trade. They shipped him to Brooklyn for Cam Johnson and some cap relief. That's a smart depth move for the Nuggets. Again, we kind of knew in terms of Nikola Jokic and some pieces that he's a previous MVP and he's always going to be in a playoff. So the team and the organization trying to find pieces for him in terms of trying to elevate him to the next level, and hopefully they can win more chips.
And also this is a signing that y'all most people will overlook. Don't sleep on Cornette signing with the Spurs for 4 years, 41 M's to go along Wemby. Hey, that's a good. I like that. Wemby on the inside. Then you got a neck on the outside shooting them 3-pointers.
Okay.
Shoot, I like that. He's to spread the field a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
You think Wemby's gonna be healthy this year?
Yeah, he will. He ready to go.
Okay.
They're making playoffs. Easy. Top. They're gonna be the top 5.
What happens if you don't make the playoffs?
What's up? They're making playoffs.
Yeah, bro. The way my account, my checkings and savings, bro, they're not balancing, bro.
Mr. 100, what's up, Mr. 100?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bet like $1,000, bro.
I'm good on that.
I'm trying to take this hot girl out of the date.
I'm good on that, bro.
If you say you try to bet your rent money, right?
Mr. 100, I'm good on that.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? He trying to be big boy. I said let's bet $1,000. He talking. You see how you get?
I ain't betting no $1,000.
We can go right now, bro. Bet $1,000, man. You got diapers to feed and all that.
Hell nah.
Hey, but we got some top line contracts rolling out. Let's talk about the MVP. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander signs a 4-year. Ooh, that's a lot of M's, bro. $285 million, bro. You know what I can do with that?
Shoot.
I can take a lot of y'all with me.
Damn, bro.
Simultaneously.
If somebody stole $1 million from me, I probably wouldn't even know it.
Can we say that again, bro?
If somebody stole $1 million from me, I probably wouldn't know it was
Jesus Christ. So I mean, that's a big contract. I hope.
What do you mean big?
He can sign for more, right? He can sign for 5 years, 3.
Nah, he want to hit free agency again. So basically, this is his first time hitting free agency, and then in the next 4 years he want to hit it again. So that'll be probably his last contract of big money.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's smart to do.
Okay, we got JJJ, Jaria Jackson Jr. inks a 5-year. That's a lot of moolah. $240 million. with the Memphis Grizzlies. What you think about the Memphis, man? You think that's a good contract for JJJ? Triple J?
He's the second best player on the team. He's one of the good young upcoming big men playing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he does deserve that money. He's going to be a perennial all-star going forward.
Okay.
He can continue to grow. I believe he can average about from 25 to 28 points a game. So that's easy. That's easy work.
Okay.
Easy work.
Let's talk about the Clippers. We got the build. James Harden inks a 2-year, $81.5 million. I think previously he had about 36 years. Obviously had a $36 million option. But obviously he signed, but took a lesser option or less money.
No, you didn't take less money.
I mean, in terms of what the market says, he could have got more. To be honest,
I mean, if let's say
he could have got more if he really. And then the Clippers who did they really have? Right? Who did they really have? If he really wanted a 3-4 year, you don't think they would have given it to him?
But the thing about it, when you say more, like how much more? Like he could have signed a 2-year.
I mean, he could have got a 3-year.
He could have. He could have signed a 3-year. What? How much it was done? 120.
Yeah.
But
NBA contracts are guaranteed.
Not all contracts are guaranteed.
Most of them are.
Most of them are, but not all. So the thing about him is, I mean, he's making almost about 40 million a year.
Bro.
So I mean,
that's a big Walmart discount.
He's not really a discount at his age. If he was like 26, 27, yeah, but he's almost 36. So it's not really. This is probably his last big contract.
Nah, I think he'll get one more, maybe another 2 years.
He's not making over 40 million again.
I mean, if he look at LeBron, he's still making bread.
LeBron is different. LeBron was first team All NBA. No, second team.
Nah, man, even me, I don't think he deserved that. But let's talk.
But look what he brings, though. Look what he brings. Everybody talks about LeBron this, LeBron James that.
Because you're LeBron James. Are you not? Do you not like LeBron James?
Even after him agreeing to opt in, everybody in the mind was talking about LeBron James. Is he looking for a trade? Is he trying to get out of the LA? Even after he
LeBron ain't going nowhere, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Even if he opted into his contract, and everybody else.
Well, I mean, he might. So there's a possibility he might go somewhere.
He's not going anywhere, bro.
Hey, man. So why didn't he get more years on his contract?
Which means he signed a 2-year. Last year was a 2-year contract.
He picks up his.
Let me see. So last year was a 2-year contract. 1 year, and then you have a one year option. Mm-hmm. Either you can decline it. You can decline it to get more years added to it, mm-hmm. or you can opt into it, and that'll be and then he
can go back as a free agent.
Yeah.
So which means that this could be possibly his last year, bro.
He was playing last year. Last year playing where? In the NBA or
No, with the Lakers.
But possibly.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. Possibly last year playing with the Lakers, which means that he could go back home to Cleveland. He's not
going back to Cleveland.
He could go to Miami. He can go play with Steph on his final run. Could Bryce come out of? Could Bryce be a possibility? Maybe.
Bryce?
Yeah, like he's probably gonna play until the sun gets into the NBA. So that
Bryce. I don't see Bryce
making it to the NBA.
Not after 1 year of college. I've seen him play. I don't see it.
You don't think he's gonna make it into the NBA?
No. I'm saying
he's better than Bronny.
No, he's not. He's not better than Bronny. No, he's not. He's just taller. He's not better. Bryce.
Wait. Did you just tell the camera?
Bryce is Bronny's better than Bryce. But think about Bryce. Bryce is taller, right? And eventually, I think he can get to the NBA, yes, but not 1 year after college. I think he has to stay in college for at least, I say about 2 years.
Bro, did you just say Bronny is better than Bryce, bro?
Yeah. Bronny can play. Don't get it twisted. Everybody on the team is talking about he can play. He can.
So why is he?
Bronny be playing NBA, playing next to your father, all that pressure, it does something to you, bro.
Why didn't he just ship it? Why didn't he just ask his dad, "Hey, ship me somewhere if you really love me"?
Who wouldn't want to play with their father?
How's he playing with his father?
How can the father ship him somewhere else?
Well, you wouldn't ship him.
I mean, the team needs to want to have him. Ship him where? Where are you gonna ship him to?
Alaska, bro. The Alaska NBA Association.
That's gonna be good. So but honestly, all this hate Bronny gets, He can't play, yada yada. But Bronny can play though.
So what position does he play?
He's a two. He's a baby.
So you mean tell me there's not a sorry team that can take on Bronny?
What do you mean?
Like the Wizards. We all know the Wizards. They making the playoffs.
I don't know. They might. They have with the 10 team, 9-10 team playing. I think with what they got.
They not making the playoffs.
They got a squad. The Wizards got a squad.
They're not making no playoffs.
The Wizards got a squad to make a playoff. They got a squad.
And because I think they just the Portland is not making the playoffs. They could send him there.
Nah, Portland too got a squad. Those were not bad this year.
They're not making the playoffs.
We'll see what happens.
Okay, let's talk about what about veteran moves, Kelly? What you got for us, man?
Which one? Okay, we got Brook Lopez. He joined the Clippers. He left Milwaukee to go to the Clippers.
Okay.
We got Ty Jerome. He left the Pacers to go to the Grizzlies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not the Pacers. He left Cleveland. The Cavaliers go to the Grizzlies. We got D'Angelo Russell.
That's a low contract.
He went to the Mavs for 12 M's. We got Gary Trent Jr. and Taurean Prince. They would read up with the Bucks.
Okay, so here's how it shakes it out. Rockets, they got Durant plus Finney-Smith plus Capella. That's a deep West contender. Like, Kelly said, he's also talked about earlier, Ime Udoka's extension. I think is absolutely a phenomenal.
This is if they don't at least go to the Western Conference Final this year is a bust for them. So keep going.
Why you say that?
They ready. They used to man.
Well, their defense is about to suck.
They're ready.
But their defense is about to suck. Thunder solidified their core with Shea's record deal and expect more championship. I don't know about more championship, but we'll kind of see how that goes. Because it's a NBA game is all about what? Availability and what? Injuries.
Yeah.
Memphis, they locked in with Triple J. But again, does Ja Morant, can he keep his head in the game? Can he stay out of trouble? Can they focus and bounce back and maybe try to even make the playoffs, right? Clippers, they keep the hard names like, Harden, Lopez, Batum for playoff push. I mean, let's see also if
Kawhi stays healthy.
As well.
That's a big if right there.
We got the Mavs right now. They're very, very hot topic.
Ooh.
The Dallas Mavericks. Like I said, I'm not any sort of fan of anything related to Dallas. I hate the Dallas Mavericks. I hate the Dallas Cowboys. I hate the Dallas Stars. Anything that has a Dallas.
Is that necessary?
I don't like it.
But I don't think Dallas Mavericks, if Kyrie can come back healthy, they might push to make the want to be in the Western Conference Finals too.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they got. I mean, I don't know how quickly Irving's gonna come back.
If Irving come back healthy and play, don't come back and then you're struggling to play. Come back and play how you were playing before. They got a chance. They got a good chance.
Yeah. So then they have Anthony Davis,
the number one draft pick.
D'Lo possibly, and then the number one draft pick, like you mentioned. But I think the number one draft pick is still going to be a little bit, new into it. So
What's his name?
What's his name?
The white boy. What's his name?
What's the white boy's name? We got amnesia for a second. He's doing the research. I think that with him coming into it, like, hopefully they can push their offense. And then just kind of see Cooper Flag. Just kind of see what they shake up, right? Because like I said, Dallas Mavericks, they still got a lot to get into it. And then, what's the rotation gonna be like once Kyrie Irving gets back into the game?
So basically, guys, league cap is 154.6 mil this season. Teams, like you can see, we're talking about teams like Dallas, tiptoeing close to the tax evasion while using managed trade exceptions smartly to stay under the cap. So just be mindful. Teams, if you're above the tax, that means you're paying double.
Double wahala.
That means you're paying double for every million you're paying above the tax. That's times 2. So let's say for example, if a team is over 20 million over the tax, right? That means they're paying 20 times 2, so they're paying 40 million.
They got the money though.
But
man, these are billionaire owners, bro. Why feel sorry for them?
But that's true. But who likes to lose money?
Huh? That's the nature of the game.
Who likes to lose money?
Why did it? So what? The Lakers just got bought for what? 10 billion, right?
So who likes to lose money though?
Nobody likes.
Who wants? First of all, who wants to pay taxes?
I don't even. I don't even know who Uncle Sam is. Let me tell you that.
Then you're paying taxes, and nobody really want to pay tax in the first part. And then secondly, you're getting taxed double. Now regularly, you're getting taxed times 2. So for every $1 million you're over the tax, that's times 2. Who wants to deal with that? No matter how much money you have.
I mean, we'll see. Like I said, they got the money, so they do, man. I don't feel bad for them, man, because at the end of the day, they making money, bro. At least every year, an NBA owner is taking over $300 million home.
That's not necessarily true.
That is true. That's how much they make in profit every year.
That's not true. That's not.
Why do you think that the NBA had to do like a revenue share in terms of so that all the teams can make?
They have to do a revenue share because the teams in the bigger markets they want to make more money than the teams in the smaller markets. That's a given. Duh.
That's not my problem. That's who told you to buy the team in the smaller market. It's a dog eat dog world or a cat eat cat world.